Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we are checking out the highly anticipated official launch for Monster Hunter Riders. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys want to see more videos about Monster Hunter Riders in the future, then let me know down below in the comments, and also by letting me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel to stay up to date and the latest in mobile gaming. Let's check out Monster Hunter Riders. Okay, so here we are in the game. I gotta let you guys know I'm super early into the game. This is more of a first gameplay video, just to give you guys an overall idea of what the game is about, how it functions, how the gameplay mechanics kind of work. I will be coming out with more in-depth guides in the future, more English guides and gameplay videos for the game, because I gotta tell you, I am really impressed by this game. I've been really enjoying, I haven't played super far into the game, but I gotta say it is well polished. I love the graphics. I love all the little systems. And one thing that I really like, and it's a super minor thing, I love these little sprites, these little character designs. I didn't think I was going to like them, but they're so clean and they're so cute that I really like them. And they don't transition into gameplay, so yeah, they're pretty great. So I've got my team set up right here, my 3 riders and my 3 monsters, which we'll get into team setups in a little bit later. You can see my overall power up at the top. 1,407 is my overall power, and so we're gonna go ahead. It's gonna cost us 5 energy to jump into this first stage, or the stage to show you guys some of the gameplay. Here we go. Now it is a turn-based combat system, and in terms of like understanding how the gameplay functions and the tutorial and stuff, if you don't understand Japanese, honestly, it's fairly easy to get used to it. It's you know, you can understand it. There's an elemental type system. There's special power points you can use to use certain abilities and stuff. And again, I'm even still kind of going through and learning a lot of the different types and functions that this game has to offer. So go ahead and attack. Boom! Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yay! Thank you. So obviously, it's showing us a little bit of a tutorial. Okay, so when it comes to using your character's abilities, you have combo abilities between your riders and your monsters. You have your rider abilities, and then you have your monster abilities. So we're gonna go ahead and use a monster ability on the one on the far right. Just so clean. Like the graphics, everything, super clean. Like, fantastic. I love the character models. They're beautiful in this game, especially the monsters. I think the monsters are so dope. We just leveled up. We completed 3 of our tasks. Oh, we didn't level up. We got experience points, and then we get some gems for completing certain tasks. You get basic in-game currency, and then you also get specific items that you can use to boost either monsters or hunters. So go ahead and continue and move on to the next stage. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. My overall power is 4,215. The power required for this level is 1,500. I said that wrong the first time I said that in the game, so. And it looks like we probably just unlocked auto combat. But before we get into auto combat, I do want to show you guys something that is pretty cool. There is this kind of an in-depth elemental system, and based off of like the monsters that you equip to your riders, you can actually kind of end up changing how your attacks will overall affect the enemy unit. So if I go ahead and actually tap on this enemy unit right here, it will give me a basic idea down here where I'm kind of tapping the elemental affinity that specific monster rider combo is weak or strong against. So what I can do is weak against fire. If I were to use a fire type ability, which I believe this attack should be a fire type. No, that is lightning. This is a normal type. So we're just gonna go ahead and use my monster then to attack with the one on the left. You can tell by a specific little icon that's like next to the attack type. Let's see, this one is regular. So my combo ability is a fire type. I think I will probably end up taking this one out though, because I have leveled up my team a little bit extra, and the leveling in this game is slightly different than I've seen in other games. It kind of gives you a little bit more control as to how far you want to level up your units and how much resource you actually want to spend when leveling up certain units, which I'll show you again in just a second. It's a pretty interesting system. I do think it's kind of cool. So let's see, we do have, let's just go for some weaker attacks. This one has the lightning ability. He resists it, so it's not going to do as much damage. And wow, I ended up taking him down super fast. So yeah, there we go. I love this character. I got her through my first summon in the game. I think she is beautiful and is one of my favorite gacha characters I've ever had on a gacha game before. So, okay, let's go ahead. We are going to head back home. We're not going to go to the next stage. And I want to show you guys a little bit more of everything that's kind of going on right here. Now, there's a couple of different things that you can see down at the bottom. There's this first function right here, which is your overall team situation. So it shows your hunter, your monster, and then the different abilities that are brought to the table based off of the combo that you have. Now you can go ahead and you click on them. You can swap out to whatever monster hero combo that you want to use. You can see their overall stats and their resistances that are brought through whatever monster is equipped onto them. Again, you can click on the monster. You can swap it out. Now this system is interesting because the way that it works is you can actually tap on an egg, and if you want, you can hatch that egg under that specific rider, and they sort of become a combo. The monster kind of imprints on that rider, and you kind of swap out however you want. Now, I don't know exactly how it's going to function later down the line, if you want to swap certain monsters out for others, or if you want to swap one over for another rider. Not entirely sure as of this point, but I do think it is a pretty cool system, so I will show you guys. Let's go ahead and hatch this dude. Yes, let's go ahead and hatch him. Yay! Yes. Boom. So I just equipped him. It changes my stats, my elemental affinity, and everything like that. Though I don't want him equipped because I want my 3-star. He's a little bit stronger. So there we go. Swapped over to the other one that easily. And I think that's a really great way that they've kind of set it up. So like if you have certain characters that you really, really like, once you kind of get into endgame, you start facing against certain bosses and monsters that are weak against certain elemental types, rather than having to waste a bunch of energy and a bunch of materials and stuff to go through and level up certain monster hunters, you can just swap out for a different monster and change your affinity and everything like that. And I think that's a really, really cool system. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is the leveling up, just the leveling up progression. I'm not going to go super into detail of other stuff because the leveling progression, again, in this game is kind of interesting. So let's say, for example, I got a brand new hero. We'll go for this guy right here, which I think, actually, let's go for this guy because he looks so cool. So what I'm going to do is I go ahead and click on that. It shows all of the monsters that are currently equipped him and him as well. So I can either select a monster to level up or I can select him. Let's go ahead and just select him. Now this is where it gets a little interesting. So it shows your overall, I'm going to call them enhancement gems, those blue gems up at the top. And then your Zen coins, your gold coin. I'm just going to call them my gold coins, your overall resources at the top. Now you can see right here it says level 19, but level 20 is blacked out. What you can basically do is you can decide, okay, what level exactly do I want to level up my monster hunter or my rider to get certain bonuses. So you can see I can unlock special abilities at level 15. Again, you can unlock a special ability at level 10. So let's say, you know what, I'm just going to push him up to level 10 for right now. You can see what his overall stat changes will be and the overall amount of crystals and gold coins it's going to take in order to level up my monster hunter. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. We're done. We've leveled them up. We've unlocked new abilities, passives, everything like that. It's not like anything super different from other games, but I do like the transparency of knowing exactly like how much resources you're going to spend at a certain level if you want to. So I do think that is pretty cool. And the same thing does go for specific monsters that you want to ride, but instead of using gems, you use feed instead. So let's say if I wanted to get him up to level 10 as well, it's going to cost me 90 feed, 180 gold coins. If it's gonna, oh, there we go. And there we go. We've leveled them up. So yeah, I do think it's kind of an interesting system. It's not like crazy different from any other game, but I do like it. Now, the other thing I do want to show you guys is the summoning animations. Now, I'm not going to be able to do like a 10-time summon or anything like that. I'll just show you guys a quick summon just to see what it kind of looks like. But I do think it's kind of interesting that it does look like they're going to give you a guaranteed 5-star when you beat a certain section of the game. I don't know exactly if that's what it's saying right here, but it definitely looks like you can get a 5-star for a lot cheaper because it usually costs, I think, about 3,000 in order to summon, and that one was at like 1,000. So I believe this is the regular banner. So we are going to go ahead and just do a couple of basic summons. So here we go. Oh, it's a bronze bell. I believe the bronze bell means you're just gonna get a 3-star. If it's like a 5-star, I think it's like a brisket, like this huge meat brisket. We got an archer knight guy. Yay, let's go ahead and do it again. Got the same guy again. And let's just do one more, just for the heck of it. We got a bronze bell again, so probably just gonna get a 3-star. She's pretty cool looking. Go ahead and skip. So there we go. So yeah, that's just some first gameplay footage for you guys for Monster Hunter Riders. So far, I'm really impressed with the game. I've been super enjoying it, and I will definitely have more videos down the line. Some probably more English guide videos. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys want to see more Monster Hunter videos, Monster Hunter Rider videos, then make sure to keep watching here on the channel. Make sure to subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Hey guys, my name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.